The recent round of polling available this week shows that Democrats are in a pretty enviable position heading into 2020. Now, I know we have not yet even got to the first Democratic debate. I know we've got, year and a half before the actual election, more than half a year before the first caucus. However, Democrats in head-to-head matchup polls are beating Donald Trump. Joe Biden, right now, according to the latest polls, beats Donald Trump by 11 points. Bernie Sanders beats him by 10 points. This is according to the latest Morning Consult Politico poll. Elizabeth Warren is in a statistical tie with Donald Trump in a head-to-head matchup. But Harris, Booker, O'Rourke, and Buttigieg all lose to Donald Trump in head-to-head matchups. These polls mean absolutely nothing. Okay, there's actually other polls that do show Elizabeth Warren also beating Trump in head-to-head matchups and Harris tied in head-to-head matchups. But again, this means absolutely nothing. It means zero. I don't even know why they're bothering to do these polls right now, but they are, and we're going to talk about it because we're going to talk about the fact that these polls are absolutely ridiculous. First and foremost, 2016 polls showed the same thing. They showed Hillary Clinton absolutely mopping the floor with Donald Trump. And technically she did. And she won the popular vote by more than 3 million votes. So those polls weren't necessarily wrong. It's just that they didn't represent who the actual winner was going to be because of our outdated backwards electoral college system. But here's a poll that actually does matter more than these, mythical head-to-head matchups that they're putting out right now. And this latest poll is actually from Quinnipiac, and it shows that there's only 2 people running for president on the Democrat side. 2 who for the last 3 months have consistently risen in the polls. Only 2 out of more than 24 have risen each month for the last 3 months. Everybody else has either fallen or stayed the same. And in fact, there's only one that stayed consistent during that time, and that was Yang. And the Quinnipiac has him at 1% for the last 3 months. But anyway, the 2 people who are rising consistently are Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. Joe Biden, since the month of April, has fallen each month. He fell in May, he fell further in June. My prediction is that he's going to fall even further in July. Once we really get into these debates and people see that he doesn't have much to offer, his poll numbers are going to continue to tank. But Bernie and Warren are rising to the top of this. They're already number 2 and number 3 respectively. But they're the only 2 people whose poll numbers are consistently going up. And those are the polls we need to pay attention to. Because it's not just about what their numbers are this month, it's about the trend. Right? Beto O'Rourke made a huge splash when he came out. He's polling down in the single digits below 5 right now. Pete Buttigieg, nobody had heard of him. So when he came out and looked super smart and fun, and his numbers went way up. And then people immediately got super sick of him, and his polls have taken a nosedive again back into the single digits. Kamala Harris doesn't even know where to begin her campaign, really. She appears to still be searching for an identity, a way to break out and have people notice her. And it just ain't happening for her. So her numbers have stayed consistently bad. Cory Booker. People seem to have forgotten that this guy even existed. And he's polling in the single digits below O'Rourke and Buttigieg and Harris. And then, of course, you have the also-rans. Your Hickenloopers, your Delaney's, your Bennett's. So I can't even remember their names. That's how insignificant and stupid these campaigns are. And I mean no offense to you folks. I mean a little offense because some of you, honestly, you're really horrible. You should go be running as Republicans. But it's the trends that we need to pay attention to. And right now, the trends show us that, yes, Democrats can beat Donald Trump. So the electability argument saying only one person is electable is crap. Throw that argument out the window because right now, a lot of them, the good ones, can beat him. Focus on the trends, who is rising and who is falling, because those are the numbers that actually matter. And there's only 2 Democrats who are consistently rising in the polls, and in my opinion, happen to be the 2 best out there, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.